Yo, what's up guys? I'm eLeVaTioN, and here I am bringing you guys a gameplay commentary video, which will be my introduction video for myself and my YouTube channel. So in this commentary, I'm going to introduce myself to everyone, basically where I come from in the gaming community, and also kind of touch bases on why I'm motivated and interested in doing YouTube content and growing a YouTube channel for myself. So before I begin, I'd like to just give some quick info on the gameplay. It was a MOAB gameplay where I went 62-5 using the Specialist Killstreak package, just in a regular 66 domination on Hardhat. I do kind of go for the double MOAB, but I choked it while I was on like a 17 or 18 kill streak. And although it's not a crazy gameplay like a double or a triple MOAB, it was still fast-paced action for the most part, and I thought it would still be good and entertaining to watch for you guys. So you will notice that halfway through the video will skip ahead by about a minute and a half because during that time the game was just really slow. I think there were like a bunch of kill streaks that got called in if I remember correctly, and I'm assuming that they were just trying to hide from them all. So really during that time I think I just like died twice and there really wasn't anything going on, so I skipped it ahead. And also you will notice that there was some color correction that I added after I called in my MOAB because I wanted to hide that crappy red tint on the screen that comes on, which I think is really annoying. So I'll probably add some color correction like this to all of my MOAB videos in the future so I can get rid of it as much as possible. So to introduce myself and begin, my name is David, or most people just call me Dave. I'm a college student at Case Western University as well as Cleveland State University. And really I've been gaming almost all of my life. I think I started when I was 3 or 4 years old, starting out on the PC. And when I grew up I got into games like Command & Conquer, and Age of Empires used to be a really good game series too. And like SimCity, oddly enough. But when the original Call of Duty came out on the PC in 2004, I believe, that's where I think my true passion for Call of Duty really began. I love the game. I love getting on to play every day, and although I never really did the multiplayer, although I don't recall there being multiplayer, but maybe there was, I just love playing the campaign over and over again, and I just love Call of Duty. And when the expansion packs came out, like United Offensive and Finest Hour, I believe was the other one, which also came out on the Xbox, but I didn't have it on the original Xbox. I continued to love Call of Duty, and when I got my Xbox 360 like a year later and I got Call of Duty 2, I think that's where my love for Call of Duty really skyrocketed and was at an all-time high, because still to this day I think Call of Duty 2 was the best Call of Duty ever made, especially for the multiplayer, because I think the multiplayer was the big thing for Call of Duty 2 for me, because I could play and I could, just play pubs and meet people online across the country, and that's how really you met people in the very beginning, before people got into YouTube or like the competitive scene like myself. We just played pubs and had fun, and that's how we met people and added people on Xbox Live and such. So I had so much fun with the game. I would come home every day from school and I just loved to get on it. And then, like, about a year later, when Call of Duty 3 released, is when I kind of got into the competitive scene for Call of Duty. And that's where I've really remained my entire time in Call of Duty. I love competing, and in the very beginning, I think it was when it was the most fun for me, because it was just something new. It was, I could play and I could play against other players, but it was something that kind of mattered to me. Even though, on game battles back then, before most people knew about it and before there was really any money involved, just to be able to play other people and consider yourself a better player than others, or try to be the best team and player, that was something that was just really cool back then, and I really loved doing. And as I've kind of transitioned from doing like the game battle stuff to more into the Major League Gaming scene, I think that, I've continued to have a lot of fun with it, but I think it's kind of gotten a little away from the true fun that I used to have in Call of Duty. So I started out in 2008 with Call of Duty 4 for Major League Gaming, and I competed in the online pro circuit ladder, and I did the same for the following year in 2009 when they held the second one. And I also competed in 2010 with Modern Warfare 2 in the very beginning, before it went to the PS3, because Sony and MLG had that contract for, I think it was like 2 years. And then when it went to the PS3, I quit for a while, and I came back in Black Ops because Major League Gaming actually picked up the game for live events, and I really wanted to have the opportunity to at least go to some. And during last year, I was a coach for MLG events with a couple pro teams. So, although I didn't play, I saw a lot of fun. But I think now I'm looking to kind of move on from the competitive scene in a way. And although I would still consider myself a part of the competitive scene, and I probably will be through Black Ops 2, I feel as if I'm not having as much fun in Call of Duty playing competitively as I used to. I think that now, and it has nothing to do with Modern Warfare 3 just being a crappy game for competitive play and not being picked up by MOG, but I think that now with just the attitudes of many people within the community, and because of that, there's a lot of pressure I think that goes on for most people, and that's really not making the game as a fun hobby, but more of just this obligation in a way. Because I feel that many people are kind of like in it for themselves. A lot of them care more about just what people think about themselves over the internet, and people just want to be better than someone else and use it to put someone down rather than just trying to, just be a good player and a good team and want to be a professional player like how everyone used to back in the day. I think it's just more of, people just want to be better so they can claim to some fame. And I'm not really talking about the professional players, but I think it's more just amongst the amateur players, which is somewhat confusing to me because I don't really know why you would just want to be famous amongst amateurs when it really doesn't matter. You're only truly known amongst the pros, but whatever they feel is fun to them or necessary is whatever. But I'm just not really having fun with it anymore, and I think because of that, I've contemplated. I'm sorry, quitting the competitive scene a couple times just completely because it's just not the fun that I used to have, and it's not fun. It's really not even fun to be a part of it sometimes because of, some of the things that you have to deal with teammates in your team or just other people in general. So for me, I think the reason why I'm looking to expand myself into the YouTube community is because I really just want to make a new and a fun experience for myself, or to possibly recreate the experience I used to live when I was a lot younger. I miss having the fun I used to play in Call of Duty. I miss just being able to get on and play the game with no worries and no pressure, no having to worry about teammates and a team and, people just trying to put you down. And although, I'd never really paid attention to, like, the trolls, it's still just kind of annoying after a while, I think. And, right now I think I'm just trying to look to get away from it. And I had this idea that, maybe if I could do this YouTube thing, create a channel, be able to create an audience, and while I'm putting out content and loving just being able to play, maybe have a chance to meet people from the YouTube community, or just meet anyone in general from a side of the game that that's different from what I'm used to. Because when I got in the competitive game, you don't really have time to just play pubs and just have fun. It's more just you just play competitively. And really over the past so many years, it's kind of just been the same people that you meet and you talk to. And I really just kind of would like to maybe, meet other people, just meet a new group of people who have the same passion for the game like I do, and the same love for the game, but, maybe they weren't so much into the competitive side, but they were still hardcore players and, still very skillful, and they really love the game. So that's really why I'm looking to do YouTube, just as a way to have a new fun experience for myself and meet people from a different side of the game than what I know, at least. So hopefully, this turns out really well. I'm motivated to doing YouTube content. I've always loved playing pubs. I've never had an issue with that, and like I said, I love playing and just being able to have fun and meet people from anywhere, have, that similar common passion for Call of Duty, and just looking to have fun with it. So I think in my next commentary, I'll talk about more about the content that I'm looking to put out, because I don't really have time for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video and you like the gameplay, give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested in viewing more of my content that I'm looking to put out, definitely subscribe to my channel and check it out. I want to be very active, and although I may not play Call of Duty every day, I always get videos, from a day that I'll play. Probably get 3 or 4 really, really good videos that are really fast-paced and entertaining to watch. So hope you guys will enjoy it. Like I said, just really looking to have fun. So I hope this turns out well. So hope you guys have fun. I'm eLeVaTioN. I'm out. Peace.